Are Peter and Pollo just gonna win everything this next year? We all knew that the duo was back, but I did not think that they would already look this dominant. We're gonna talk about everything to do with all of these brand new duos and their performances today, as well as what in the world is MrSavage's massive announcement going to be. Real quick before this video starts though, please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and turn on notifications as we're on the road to 120,000 subscribers, and I really do love and appreciate every single person that subs up to the channel. If you guys want to support me even more, the best way to do so is by using code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. Follow me on my Twitch or come back here on the day of finals if you guys want to watch the finals of any of these tournaments with me. Without further ado though, you guys read the title of this video. You know where we have to start off with. The duo that is currently in first place after day one of the Division 1 opens is none other than Peterbot and Pollo. They are currently on 608 points, which is 151 more points than second place. They won 2 out of their 8 matches, and they finished this tournament with far and away the most elims, getting 120 elims together. Which also, if you are curious, their elim points alone would have given them 360 points, which would have put them in exactly 10th place just from their elim points. Let's just say it is looking very scary for everybody else right now. This duo's best games were a 27 elimination win, 25 elimination second, 14 elimination 12th, 20 elimination 13th, and a 23 elimination win. Every single time they were able to make it past the mid game and make it into the end game, they had at least 20 elims. It looks like Peterbot is literally fully back in grinding now as well. I'm pretty sure he played EU, NA Central, and NA West. I don't think I am still personally ready to say that they're going to win everything next year just based on one of the day one of opens of these tournaments. But something that is also very entertaining is that since Peter ended up streaming this tournament, we got to see Peterbot and Pollo versus a bunch of different pros, and I want to show the best fights that we saw today.
Drop box.
What the hell are you doing, brother? Bolts. See, that's why he's not a top player in the region, chat, right there. That's exactly what I... Come out, wherever you are! Acorn!
There won't be 2 us here, bro, watch.
Huh. Shrimp cock.
Just dropped low.
Clicks right there, it's clicks. Nah, loser. Yep.
So yeah, this duo looks really good, but I think we all knew that. Moving on with some other duos though, we have like second place, probably one of the most surprising duos in the entire top 10 of Blake and Zen. This is a pretty random duo to be even teaming up in the first place, but they're able to finish with 457 points, win 2 out of their 10 matches, and get 51 total elims. Maybe this whole time Zen was just a duos player instead of a trios player, and hopefully he's able to really break out in competitive, especially this next year. Third place is another player that a lot of people think is going to break out, of Josh and his duo of Chance. They finished with 443 points and got 60 elims as well, so these guys were fragging out today. Fourth place was Roxanne and Daxton. Fifth place was Noxie and Mason. Sixth place was Status. Seventh place was finally our first look at the duo of Clicks and Higgs, and they finished on 375 points. Weren't able to win any games today, but did also get 57 total elims as well. Their best games from day one was an 11 elimination 15th, 12 elimination 11th, 10 elimination 2nd, 9 elimination 4th, and a 5 elimination 4th. I am continuing to like these steps that Higgs is taking to improve as an IGL. He looks like he is fully locked in and fully grinding right now. The vibes also seem a lot better with just Clicks and Higgs compared to how it was with Clicks, Higgs, and Yamzo.
It's duos now. Higgs is motivated, Higgs is confident. If Higgs is playing the game a lot, and if I'm playing the game a lot with Higgs, and we're both practicing and doing the best thing we could possibly do, like, I don't see us not doing good. Like, our mentality's there, our confidence is there, we're friends, we know how to speak to each other, like, and we put in the time, we're fine.
So definitely really excited to see how this duo is going to pan out, and we even got to see a Clicks versus Kanata 2v2 fight as well.
Nice, bro.
Oh my god, Nada and Cooper? Are we... Talk to me.
Yeah. I'm just got it. I mean, that was the worst timing. Like, he just gets that first try?
That's the worst
Like,
time.
really, bro?
8th place was JB, 9th place was Epic Whale and Pump, and then rounding out the top 10 was Re and Curve. So many of our brand new super good duos finished inside of the top 10. We got to look for those teams that are currently on pace to qualify though in that top 50 range. So we have like 12th place of Agers and Yamzo, one of the duos that a lot of people do think could be one of the best in the entire world. They finished with 348 points and got 64 total elims. Definitely liked what I saw out of them today. 15th place, another duo that I also liked what I saw out of Ritual and Cold. I think both these guys are still dealing with some major sickness, and a lot of our pros in general are too. Want to give my best wishes to all of them. I hope that they're able to feel better soon. Virtual and Cold finished with 343 points, 61 total elims, but we're not able to win any games today. We have Rapid and Threats in 19th, Visuals and Braids in 38th, Kanata and Cooper in 43rd. Now, if you guys are wondering and you're curious about it, you're like, oh, I thought Kanata was playing with Arc. He is still going to be playing with Arc. Arc though is just not on Div 1 for NA Central yet, so he has to make his way up from Div 2 to Div 1, and then I'm assuming that next week he is going to be playing with Kanata. The thing with Cooper though is I literally have no clue who Cooper is playing with. Cooper did end up tweeting out looking for a duo. That tweet has now since been deleted, so I'm not sure if he ended up finding a fully like confirmed duo or not. But when he got asked about what happened to Curly, who was his original duo, Cooper responded and he said he has band practice / missing half of the tournaments. So I really have no clue what is going on there. I don't know if Cooper and Curly are going to get back together or if Cooper just has a fully new duo now, but it looks like Kanata is going to be sticking with Arc. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see how that goes. And then we also have like G Money and Rise in 48th place. So definitely do have a lot of our big name duos currently being off pace to potentially be able to qualify for the finals, like 59th of Acorn and Bolts. They only got 249 points after day number 1 and 45 elims as well. Booga and Craze are just under them in 61st place on 246 points. This duo only got 30 elims in 10 total matches. And then we also have like Muzz and Sphinx in 68th place, only getting 237 points, and they only finished with 29 total elims. These duos though all do still have day number 2 to be able to fully lock in, get back on track to potentially being able to qualify. Am I necessarily worried or hitting the panic meter for any of these teams yet? No, of course not. We're in literally a completely different meta right now since we don't have any crash pads. I am pretty confident in all of these duos to be able to clutch up the qual. I had to do some fact checking here to make sure this was real, and goodness, Peter looks like he is really back. Led the entire thing in damage ratio with a 2.16. Of course, the damage ratio king is right behind him with a 2.08. Damage to players also completely dominated that by over 4,000 damage for Peter, finishing with 15,617. The most elims though is 71 total elims for Peter, while the second highest was Cold with 50. We also have Pollo up there in 49 though, so it's not like Pollo was just getting full carried or nothing. Adrius was in 4th, Higgs is in 5th as an IGL, also pretty impressive. Bolts is in 6th, Threats is in 7th, Status in 8th, Drewbot in 9th, and then Nunca in 10th. The most assists was also Peter with 42 total assists. And then here is all of the other statistics if you guys are curious about them as well. It is looking like scary hours on NA right now. Let's actually move on to how our EU duos are looking though. Now in EU, we also have a lot to discuss here. Let's start this off though by talking about the team that is currently in first place. I honestly think they are one of the best stories for all of EU that just hasn't been getting talked about enough. It is Malibuca and Panzer. Now, if you guys don't know the lore on them, these guys have been best friends for a while now. But Malibuca last year and the year before that was always like clearly a better player than Panzer. But Panzer this year has really come up, getting multiple top 10 in grand finals, getting 3rd place at the FNCS Global Championships. And so Malibuca was finally like, okay, the vibes if we played together would be absolutely insane because they're literally like best friends. And Panzer now is also probably on the same level as Malibuca almost. And after day 1 of the first Duo Div Cup opens, they are currently on 522 points. They won 3 out of their 8 matches and got 57 total elims as well. We're going to talk about a lot of duos that have a bunch of chemistry already, but this has to be one of them that might have the most. Second place was Comeback and Shark on 450. Shark is continuing to look like he is just rising up the ranks and improving as a player each and every single week. Very excited to see see what he is going to be able to do in duos now, especially with comeback. Third place is Huddy and Fishy on 439. Fourth place is Sky and Scroll, another one of the duos that has just been playing together for so long now. I think this is probably one of the most obvious duos that was going to get back together. Speaking of duos that got back together, in fifth place we have Queasy and Vino on 382. They won 1 out of their 7 matches and got 47 total elims as well. Their game plan strategy, as you could probably assume, was just psychoing for height, going for high ground. We did also see them play those mid ground layers a couple of the games though. They showed the diversity that they have in their play style, and for a duo that 100% has the potential to be able to win in FNCS, they looked very good today. 6th place was Floki and Snazy on 380. 7th place was Repairs. 8th place was Asa. 9th place was Eclipse and Twy, and then rounding off the top 10 was Hari and Cammy on 364. This team, as you probably could have expected, was also the most consistent team in the entire top 10, getting an average placement of 9.2. We were looking for those duos that are currently on the top 50 pace, so some other good teams we have is like 13th place of Pixie and Walks on 356. One of the things that I was a little bit surprised on is this duo did only finish with 45 total elims, which isn't necessarily bad. It's not good either though. It's kind of just right in the middle. They got 2 less elims than Queasy and Vino, who I feel like for Walks and Pixie, a lot of us probably did expect them to be a better fighting team than that, but I still think this is a potential FNCS winning duo, and I'm not really too worried about them at all. We have one of our best LAN duos in 18th place of Trulex and Chicho, Pix and Demus in 27th, Vidil and Focus in 28th. Now, if you're like, what in the world happened to Rezon? Wasn't Rezon and Vidil supposed to be playing with each other? Yes, they are still going to be playing with each other, but Rezon, there was a potential like complication that he might not be able to play finals this week, and so Vidil decided to play with Focus instead of Rezon. But Rezon and Vidil should still be the duo going forwards. Swizzy and Venya are also just under them in 29th place on 289. They won 1 out of their 10 matches and got 46 total elims as well. Definitely another trio that could potentially win FNCS, but we did actually get to see them in a 2v2 fight versus MrSavage. So I want to roll that clip and show how that fight went.
Song in this FIFA playlist. Okay, someone in chat says Savage 1v2 Swizzy Vanya. Guys. Oh. I dropped the fuck? Nice.
Persentini finished in 37th, Chino and Ferdoxy in 38th. Another duo that I was a little bit surprised that only finished with 36 total elims today, and they also only had 3 out of their 10 total games finishing inside of the top 10. I know a lot of these players though are sick, so I want to make sure that I'm cutting them some slack, but just some things to keep an eye on. Seti and Yapko are in 44th, and then that is about it for all of our big name duos that are currently on pace to be able to qualify. So that means that yes, we do have a lot of teams outside of that top 50 right now. Just outside of that, in 53rd place, we have Chap and Flixie on 262 total points. They finished with 54 total elims though, which was the 3rd most elims after day number 1, so they showed that they do still have that fighting ability, and even though they're necessarily not on pace to be able to qualify right now, I am honestly starting to like this duo even more the more that I think about it each and every single day. We have Pink and Rax in 57th, Darm and Blaha in 63rd, and then in 64th place, we do have MrSavage and iDrop on 248 points after today. They finished with only 30 elims and an average placement of 24.1. Now, we have a lot to talk about with MrSavage. Let's first start off though with his duo possibilities. I don't really know still what is going on for his duo options. If you guys didn't know, iDrop is playing with Vico. I ended up DMing Vico, and Vico told me that he's going to be missing the first 2 Div Cups because he's going to be on vacation. And MrSavage and iDrop are already pretty close friends, so it did make sense for them to play together this week. I am a little bit interested on if iDrop and Savage look really good and they're able to like place top 3 in finals or something like that, if iDrop would maybe consider dropping Vico for Savage, but I don't really think that's going to be a possibility. So after iDrop and Savage are done playing, I don't really know what his plan is on who he is going to duo with. Somebody that could make some sense though is potentially Focus. Focus was one of the main players that I was talking about in a couple of my videos ago on who Savage should play with, and then Focus, as we also said earlier, is currently just filling in for Rezon while he's playing with Vidil. And so if both Savage and Focus are filling in for different teammates, I could see them potentially trying out together in like 2 weeks. But besides the Fortnite stuff for Savage, he also has a massive announcement that he has been teasing, and he's not going to be streaming, and this is the actual trailer that he dropped.
Yo, what's up? Yo, another sponsor? Really? How much is it? Oh no, we gotta double that at least. Yeah, what else? Oh, okay. Well, I gotta jump in the heli though. I'll catch you soon.
Now, of course, this is a very similar announcement to what Clix was kind of doing with his icon skin. And then we do see some people responding to this, like Clix saying, is that what I think it is? And then Faxity even said, MrSavage icon skin. The ones that I was really interested in, though, is like Typical Gamer responding, and even like Ali A. We know Ali A has an icon skin, and then Typical Gamer is supposed to be one of the next people in line to also be getting an icon skin. There was also, though, a lot of Red Bull promotion in this, like the hat he was wearing, the helicopter he was getting into, it was all Red Bull stuff. And so we also see people hinting that it could be like a potential thing to do with Red Bull, but also at the same time, MrSavage talks a bunch about like his using code Savage in this. And he was even doing a thing, I'm pretty sure a couple weeks ago, that he announced if he gets like 50,000 supporters on his code, he's gonna like dye his hair blonde again. And that's very similar to what Clix was doing when he was hyping up his icon skin as well. So what do I currently think that this could be? The option that people seem to be hinting at the most right now is an icon skin. I think 100% Clix and Savage are going to be collabing on this in some way, shape, or form, and I also wouldn't be surprised if Clix is trying to throw some people off. Maybe it could be also like a potential MrSavage joining Xset type of thing. Clix responded to his tweet, and Faxity also responded to his tweet. But I am very hyped for the announcement. Let me know what you guys think it is in the comment section down below, because right now I feel like I can't even really make an accurate guess. For some of our other duos that are currently off pace to qual, we have like 81st place of MrStash and Tayson on 226. I already see people saying that this duo is going to split, and that's like one of the main rumors right now, is they aren't even gonna last past even like next week. I can't either confirm or deny that, but I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see how that goes. I think the main other duos that you guys would care about that are currently kind of struggling is like 133rd of Pablo and Marius. They finished with 184 points and only got 29 total elims in 10 matches. And then we also have like Mongrel in his brand new duo of Hyper in 178th. They have 151 points in 23 total elims. Both of these teams are going to need pretty substantial day twos to be able to potentially qualify for the first Div Cup finals of the season. Let's move on to the final statistics here now. After day one, the highest damage ratio is Yapko and Hari with a 2.01 for Yapko and then a 1.99 for Hari. The most damage to players was Shark with 10,474. We also have like Chap right under him, and they're also currently leading the way for the most elims as well. Shark had an insane first day of opens, getting 47 total elims, while Chap was in second with 35, Panzer in third, Vino in fourth, Pixie in fifth, Kong in sixth, Akira in seventh, Malibuka in eighth, Huddy in ninth, and then Dandit Puzo in 10th. The most assists was also Malibuka and Panzer, so the two teammates both finishing with the most assists. The most time in Storm was Odin, and then here's all of the other stats here as well if you guys care about those. Other than that though, remember, do what it says right above me right here. Please just go K-Dog in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we're on the road to 120,000 subscribers. YouTube says enjoy Winnie's two videos up on the screen right now, so go check them out if you guys haven't already. I'm so excited for duos tournaments to be back. So many new things to talk about. Make sure you guys thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.